Last week, I ditched my iPhone Air and instead exclusively used this. This is the Moto G15, and at only $150, would this phone be enough to get me through my developer-heavy workflow and lifestyle? Well, in this video, you're gonna see my unboxing, review, and takeaways from using this phone for an entire week. Let's get started.
I ordered the phone from Mercado Libre and it arrived later that same day. I opted for the sunrise orange color because I wanted to switch from the regular black I always buy. The package was relatively light and also rattled. I took it out of the black plastic packaging and was greeted with this, the Moto G15 box. The phone presents itself right as you open the box. Included with this phone is a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, a 20-watt power brick, a SIM ejection tool, and no paperwork. Just a simple piece of paper with this QR code you can scan to get the rest of the warranty and device information. After turning on the phone and setting it up, I installed and logged into my must-have apps, set the phone down, plugged in the charger, and went to sleep. It's day one, and before I can really start using this phone, I'm gonna have to get a SIM card. That's because this phone does not include an eSIM. So I've come here to a local Argentine kiosco, so I'm gonna try to see if I can find one. Alright, well they didn't let me record, but check this out. We got a SIM card. This is a blank SIM card that will allow me to put my own phone number on this SIM card. Finally made it home on day one, and I gotta say, going into this I was really excited. And honestly, I'm really surprised that you can get a fully functional smartphone for this cheap. Day two was much of the same. Android Auto, ordering food, basic stuff. Except that today, I really got to try the camera out. I was invited to a stakeout with some friends, and these were some of the images I was able to take with my Moto G15. As you can see, the camera performance from the Moto G15 is nothing to write home about, especially in low light conditions. Optics are blurry, colors are way off, and the autofocus is slow and inaccurate. Day 3 was Friday.
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what?
And after work, we had a karting race with friends, about 100 kilometers away. Enjoy this footage of our drive. After the track, we met up at a friend's place to have dinner and hang out. I ordered some food on my Moto G15, and by the time I made it home at 12:30, battery life was a solid 37%. It's 11 p.m. on Sunday, and I haven't really done anything this weekend, so there's really nothing much to comment about. I haven't been able to try the phone out that much since I've been working on the computer the entire weekend. So I'll catch you guys again tomorrow on Monday, which is day 6. Alright, we're driving to work now. Got my Moto G15 right here. And let's see how the day goes. We are fully charged at 100%. We're connected to Android Auto. I just got the problem again with Waze that it's not actually loading. So if Waze, I figured the problem out. So if Waze is the first app, the default app, when you open Android Auto, it will just not load. It'll be black, a black screen. So yeah, I'll just keep you updated. After working for a couple of hours, I decided to head up to the roof, where I could really try out the peak 1000 nits brightness on my Moto G15. Alright, well it's a bright sunny day. We're out here on top, on the roof. Let's see how the screen does. So the brightness is actually quite high. This phone features a 1000 nits brightness screen. Let's see if this video will load. As you can see, the display is bright enough to be clearly seen even in direct sunlight.
After using the Moto G15 for the better part of a week, I got used to the display. So when I got home, I wanted to run a test between my iPhone Air and my Moto G15. I wanted to see which display was clearer and brighter. Here are the results. As you can see, the iPhone Air clearly wins. However, I would not expect a $150 phone to compete with a flagship. However, even after using the phone for a better part of a week, I could not complain about the display. It's bright, it's sharp enough, and it's fine for watching videos on it and doing day-to-day activities. It's the end of day 6 of my Moto G15. Battery life is at 77%, so I decided to go out for a little walk and capture some photos for you guys, see how it does in low light performance. Alright, well it's day 7, finally made it to work. Got my Moto G15 right here, fully charged. I just shot some Android Auto footage for you guys, just so you can see how it works, the sort of responsiveness of it. But yeah, catch you guys inside. After working, I got hungry and decided to order some food. Hola, pedido para Marcos. Gracias. Alright, well I just ordered some food on my Moto G15. Let's go see. I finally made it home. Today was the last day of the challenge. It's now time for my review and final thoughts of using the Moto G15 for an entire week. We finally made it to the last day, day 7 with my Moto G15. It's now time for my final thoughts and review on this phone. But before we get into that, if you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Do you think you would have been able to make it through the week with a Moto G15? So my final thoughts are this. This phone is great in some ways and bad in others. For example, it's slow, it's laggy. Android Auto was kind of hit or miss. It was very slow to change songs. Waze wouldn't even load half the time. It was honestly kind of a hit or miss experience with Android Auto. Now, did I make it through the week? Absolutely. While this phone might be slow and laggy, it got me through the week successfully. I specifically purchased this model because it was the cheapest one I could find with NFC. Now, why is NFC important to me? It allows me to make contactless payments. This is a very big deal for me. Payments using NFC worked flawlessly through the entire week. There's no complaints about that. Now, who would I recommend this phone to? I would recommend this phone to non-tech savvy users who just need a basic smartphone to get them through the day. It has NFC, subpar cameras, which take photos, a decent screen for watching videos and movies, I guess. This is a great phone to have as a secondary phone. For example, a work phone. If you need an Android phone, get this. You have all the basic features you need. NFC works great. The display is super bright, is very bright, and can easily be seen even in direct sunlight. The phone has a larger screen than my iPhone Air. While the display on the phone is not that sharp, it's okay for occasionally watching YouTube and movies. Well, as for me and this phone now, I'm probably going to keep it as a secondary phone. Maybe if I need an Android phone for doing some debugging or app testing. But now, I'm going to take the SIM card out of this phone and put it back in my iPhone Air. I'll catch you guys in my next video.